Hi, I'm Arjun Partha, and I'd like to welcome you to Roots Craft Dossier of paper planes. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the Stunt Fox paper airplane by David Mitchell. For this paper airplane, you're going to need 175 GSM printer paper with the dimensions 7.3 by 4 inches into 6 inches. It's just as simple as that. To begin, we are going to take our sheet, turn it this way, fold it in half from here till here. So you'll get something just like this. Since we're not using that big of a paper as compared to a proper A4 size, you can just take a finger like this and press. Because I'm very confident in my folds now, and I don't feel that I need any sort of guide. No, I don't need to hold my thumbs and do, because I'm very confident with my folds. Now we're going to make this corner touch this part. So just take it till here. Then you're confident that it's come. Just press your finger in the middle, drag it over. See, this is a new technique. When you're very confident, just take your nail and press it on. You can hold maybe 2 fingers for support or just no fingers and pinch and press it like this, right? So this is a new folding technique for those of you who are now pretty much experts in folding paper airplanes. Now we're going to do the same for the other side. So just bring it down like this. Then just pinch it from here, push this part down and take one nail and crease. Like that. So that's a new creasing method, just using your fingers and holding with only two, right? Now we're going to turn this paper over, make this corner meet where these two parts end, right? Over here, where these two ends of the X in the bottom end, we're going to make this corner touch somewhere near there. Like that. Then when you're confident, take your nail, press. This will create sharper creases than your thumb, and it's a bit faster too. Now you should roughly, it should prop up like this, right? We fold it backwards and we folded these X points, and we're just gonna lift the paper and press it down like this, right? Then roughly this part will start popping out and it's encarved by the X, like small triangle. We're just gonna press this part down, then we press this part also. We press that down, we flatten it. This time you can use 2 fingers because we're not aiming for a sharp crease for this fold. But you can use your fingers and you can use your thumb. There's no need for a nail. Now we're going to make this part touch here and this part touch here. You just bring it all the way and we make a pinch fold, right? Only a little bit of this has to be folded. So press your nail somewhere near the end and just drag that over. Yeah, you'll get something like a partial fold here, but not all the way. Same for the other side. Just gonna move it so it touches this right here. And then we're gonna take our finger and just find a place in the middle and squash that. Take your nail, crease, just like that. And fold it again. Becomes not that much, right? So this has to be visible. It doesn't have to go too much towards the interior or too much towards the exterior. This has to be visible for next step. Now I'm going to make these parts, right? This part and this part touch these two paint folds we made. So just make it go like this, right? Like this. And take your nail and press it down flat. Do the same for the other side. Just move it, make it touch there. Press down with that and drag your nail over it. Then just adjust that a little bit if you like. Remember, the start of these sort of winglets or ears for the Stunt Fox have to happen at exactly the middle line. So the fold, this part should start right over here. Now we're going to turn over our paper and we're going to fold this part, right, this tip 2.1 centimeters in. So we're going to need a scale and a pencil or pen for this. Then we turn our plane towards the side like this. Then we measure 2.1 centimeters in. This is important because this is the weight of your plane. If you fold it too much inwards or too much outwards, it's not going to give enough of a weight for the nose to fly with. So exactly at 2.1. Let's make the mark there. And we're going to keep these aside for later and press down along the dot. Yeah, after folding that, crease point here, right? For nose, there's a crease point here, a line has to line up with this. That's why we only made a dot here, not a full line. Now we turn our paper over again. We make this edge meet the middle. Now we make a full fold here, but we don't use our nail because it's going to be unfolded. Just press with our thumb. You should get something like this. This part has touched the middle. Then we unfold it and fold the ear for the fox down. Then we make this part touch this. Right? We make sure it's perfectly in line with the ears and the head of the fox. Then we press with a few fingers, but don't use our nail because it's not a firm crease. We're going to unfold it, right? Then we're going to take our model like this and press this flat. Just take it and press it. Then these should naturally form. Press them against the ground because if you use your fingers, have a risk of pulling or pushing the ears like this. We don't want that. We want straight ears. So you can use the table or the ground depending on where you're folding it. Then you should get something like this. Now to make the Stunt Fox fly stunts, you're gonna just want to take the ear and start curling it like this, right? Very nimble curls. You don't need to make it too much. In this or out of this, you don't need to make too much. Just slight curl. And like that. See, not too much of a curl, right? And this is to make sure the Stunt Fox fly stunts like its name. Then we set it down. Now you have completed your paper airplane. And now I'm going to show you not one but three designed versions of the same paper airplane. And this is what three designed versions of the same paper airplane look like. Now one thing you must have noticed that little triangle I've asked you to fold it, I've folded the other way, right? Now, the reason I did this is because if you're designing a plane or just wanted to have a more aesthetic sort of appearance, you can fold it the other way. Doesn't have to be on this side. And also gives more designing space and it's more flexible to design if that little peak isn't there. Now, a few ideas to try from these planes is that first, all of the planes have sort of stripy design, right? Here you can choose vertical stripes, you can put a single icon, and along the name you can put the name of the plane, Stunt Fox. Not Stunts Fox, Stunt Fox. You can give the same coloration to the ears of the plane here. And if you're using an icon, maybe the same coloration here too, right? And this one you can keep it super simple and use only two colors, right? Blue, purple. That's a predominant color scheme. Blue tip, blue ears, blue stripes, purple as the main background color. The name is written in blue, Stunt Fox, and you can have these little military sort of circles. Blue on the outer ring, purple on the inner ring. And if you want to go a little bit more ambitious, but not as ambitious as this design, you can stick to something like this, right? Three color schemes. One stands out like this blue. It stands out in the front for the military circles sort of design. You can also use that. And now instead of writing the design along one wing, you can just make these sort of stripes and you can write the name Stunt Fox. Now, if you want the Stunt Fox to fly stunts, right, as the name says, Stunt Fox, then you're gonna take the wing tip of the plane or the ears and start curling them a little bit, right? Little bit, not too much, like I mentioned in the instructions. And that way it should fly stunts. Now, let's commence our test flight. And now we are going to commence our test flight. For nice, smooth and even flight, I recommend that you hold the plane by somewhere near the middle here, where the thicker part of the folds end right over here, and launch at a medium speed. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And that is what your nice, smooth and even flight should look like. As you can see, it's quite the stunts plane and it has achieved a considerably long distance. And if you got your folds right, it should go nice and smooth. And now we are coming to an end of this video where I'm going to give you a few golden rules about using this paper airplane. The first golden rule is that when launching this plane in very high wind speed conditions, always hold it by somewhere near the middle here. That's after the thick part here and right over here in the middle, and launch at medium speed in the same direction as the wind so that it can gain more flight time. That means more stunts that it can perform before descending. The second golden rule is that when launching this plane in low or no wind speed conditions, always hold it by somewhere near the middle here, that's after the thick part, and launch at medium speed. And one thing we have to make sure is that the wing tips or the ears of the Stunt Fox are nicely curled like this, right? That's how it has the ability to perform that many stunts. The third and final golden rule is to always have tons of fun playing with these paper airplanes and to feel free to share this video with other people so that they too can experience the joy of making and flying paper airplanes. And always remember, play safe and play fair. Thank you for joining me today. See you next time.